Kaz, Jokum, or J-Ho-Cam, and Kezcute. I've always wondered what the story behind Kezcute is. Yeah, surely he knows of Kezu.
Clearly he likes it.
He probably chose the name before he heard of Kezu, though.
You think so? That's
a Mott and Mott pack scenario.
He doesn't have a Wikipedia page, so who knows? He could be anyone.
Yo, Beyond the Summit Twitter, and amongst others, got us. Normally means attack him with your auto attack.
What?
Attack him.
I think
so
that
like
phrase. A-click him, basically.
Yeah, it's walk proudly or walk strongly. Right click, right click.
Helping us out.
Now you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, so now when your support says, I don't got spells, you chat with him and ask, do you have right clicks? Because you can still right click.
Just want to check that is the open mic I see. You hit you did the thing?
Dude, guys.
I'm just checking.
Not my first time here. Literally my second game now. I got the voice record.
Not your first rodeo.
Wow, Lumi, you're right. I opened up my DMs and boy, it's a flurry.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
Sweet.
What do we got? Wow, fast wrap. This is speeding along.
Naga Disruptor. Pretty classic. So what are the positions on Entity? Is Black playing the 1?
He is.
Yes.
Black's playing 1.
He's playing classic Black.
He's still picking Terrorblade, picking a lot of farmers. Played some Void.
Can we get the classic Black Pudge as a 1?
Yeah.
Remember those days?
Yeah.
When he was on Faceless, they pull out the Pudge. Oof.
Haven't seen that in the
Take me back.
So Pingvin Check is their mid player.
Yeah, he actually played on Complexity for a tournament, I remember. He stood in, I think.
I know the name, but I'm having trouble. I know he's played in CIS for a while, and he's been on a medley of 1.5 Tier 2 teams.
You talking about Ping? Sorry?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the boy from... He used to play on that same stack with the Danish Bears. He used to play Alchemist for all the time, but then he got kicked for... the mid player they started playing with when they went to Cloud9.
And then he joined
Baby
Pro
Night?
Dota
yes,
Gaming
Baby Night.
for a
He
while.
got kicked for Baby Night. And then Baby Night started playing Radiant's Broodmother every game.
Yeah.
And that was the end of that.
Yeah, he was on Pro Dota. He was on Elements for a little while.
Yeah.
Had played one LAN with Complexity.
Pro Dota was such an odd org. It doesn't exist anymore. They folded up shop almost exactly a year ago. Fun fact there.
Okay.
RIP Pro Dota Gaming. Very unoriginal name. Pro Dota Gaming.
Not a lot of room for expansion there into some other titles.
Didn't plan ahead on that one. So, Warlock Beastmaster. Yeah. Wow.
Some real shocking stuff coming out here.
There is a little bit of a change-up, though. Shadow Shaman in the first 3. We have yet to see that. Definitely not in China.
It's a targeted ban. Entity like this here, they'll first to pick it.
Okay.
Something unique they were doing over the last few weeks.
I'm pretty shocked that hero fell off. I feel like he's still crazy strong. You know, he got all those buffs. He's the second highest base damage in the whole game.
See, I'm a Shadow Shaman player. You get destroyed in lane. If you go safe lane, 5-position support against a dual lane, you're just dead. You feed, you can't secure lanes. The hero was amazing in the 2v1 meta where you're like a dual lane. You have your 4-position roaming, mostly mid. So it was like dual lane versus dual lane mid, 2v1s in the safe lane.
Right. You were loving life.
Yeah. That's when he was like the best hero.
So how come, but Disruptor can still live?
Yeah.
And he suffers from the same problems.
I think that the other difference is that Shaman just doesn't teamfight well, right? Like, if you have to drop your ward to win the teamfight, then as a hero, you're kind of useless. You want to be able to win the teamfight without your wards and then ward the tower afterwards. Disruptor, well, he's a teamfight specialist. He gets you the teamfight victory with the Static Storm, and then he gets you a +1 kill. Kind of different.
And this might sound like a minor difference, but I think Disruptor's kit allows him to survive a lot easier than Shadow Shaman does in sticky situations. You've got Glimpse, you've got Kinetic Field.
Yes. Yeah.
Also just in skirmishes in lane. If things get sticky, you drop a Kinetic Field, you can back up and reset. Shadow Shaman, when he's in, I mean, he's slower than shit. He ain't getting out.
Oh, he's also, you know, his stun is standing still, so that's
like his 2 spells for a team fight are single target disables where you put yourself in a bad position. I would compare him to Lion, where it's like Lion has a stun from range, doesn't have to channel it, and he's got burst damage. I think Lion's just like a better version of Shadow Shaman there.
Shadow Shaman's like the ideal husband. He doesn't have commitment issues. When
so
he's
how are Entity making it work then? Are they playing it as a 4?
Offlane it as a 4,
right,
yeah. That's where it maybe makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. I think that makes sense.
It's like that. These range supports in the offlane seem to be protected because you always have this beefy 3 position that kind of stands in front.
Yeah.
Anti-Mage also banned out.
Wow. That's proud right there.
So we did see an Anti-Mage pick in South America today, but that was to counter a Medusa, so feels a little bit case-by-case type thing there. But it did work very well that game. They made Anti-Mage look playable. Obviously, we know Black loves Anti-Mage. He talked about it non-stop at the Super Major in the green room. It was just they should pick Anti-Mage here.
Anti-Mage and
Anti-Mage will be picked. Yeah. There were no Anti-Mage picks.
That's a great grab, though. Is Black able to play something like this more active, or is he?
He has, yes, but
guys.
it's mostly been Pingvin check playing Marana.
Yeah, figured as much. So
I don't know why you guys are.
Black and Marana.
He has not changed, dude. When you watch his games, he actually does the same thing.
I mean, here's the thing,
right? It's the 4-1 split. Black's farming. His team is for making plays.
He's not a Marana player, dude.
Black plays the most amazing Slark and Clinks, and those here requires them roaming around. Facts.
I mean, he also plays safe lane Pudge.
True.
And that requires him roaming around.
Exactly.
You're not
so
wrong.
he can roam around.
Yeah.
Don't pin him up as a one-trick pony.
Lumi, you should start like an InfoWars for Dota. I think you would do a great Alex shows. Like, these are facts.
Black only farms. That is fake news, guys. Fake news.
I could totally see it. Dota Wars, dude. Brought to you by Lumi. That's going to be the hot new YouTube channel.
Is Black playing Morphling? Because that feels like a Black hero who's quite strong. Now
Sure.
there's
Not
now
anymore.
the Titan, though.
Great team fight for Boom ID, though.
In the opens, he played CK, Void, Luna, Anti-Mage, Spectre. They played a couple of games of Spectre, I want to say.
There you go, dude. Those are all Black heroes right there. Farm, press R.
Yeah, that Boom ID Spectre.
Damn, dude.
Was that too... I mean... I'm half joking.
Do you remember when he's playing on Faceless, he was like the first person who started buying those Helm of the Dominators on the position 1, and he would still just keep farming by himself, and he would team fight with just the creep.
Ooh.
It was very impressive.
Okay, this is the other thing. Marana, they've been doing a lot in the 3 position in offlane.
Right.
Oh, so mid-Ember offlane Marana.
Hestejo is a kind of very farmy, unconventional offlaner. He's played Marana, he's playing Wind Ranger, he's playing these scaling offlaners, these Maelstrom buyers that just, want to scale. So we'll see some Marana Naga offlane, it looks like. They're very greedy, this team. And that to me is one of the bigger problems with Entity, is that they have 3 cores that all want to farm, and no one that really creates space that well. The supports have to do so much.
Yeah. Elder Titan, Beastmaster, Warlock. Very nasty lineup. And now Boom ID have the ability to grab pretty much any safe laner they want, even somebody who feels a little squishy. You got your Warlock to keep him safe. You got good initiators. Good team fighting around Roche. I feel like this is a great opener to pivot this draft into pretty much anything you want. And they will grab Alina.
Yep. Okay. This hero's going to be able to lane well against Ember, and it's just good period, I think, even without the lane win.
The Yule's set up to get rid of the Fire Shield. Yeah, just good all around.
Yeah.
It feels like they have setup heroes, and they need somebody with burst to actually secure those kills, and Lina really excels at that.
The problem I think she will have in the mid game is how are you actually landing her stun on Ember and Marana. I think the advantage of having a Lina core is that you get to move around the map, get picks even on cores. Don't think you could pick off Marana or Ember if they got their escape spells at the ready.
So that's one of those things I hear people say about Lina a lot. Same with Lesh. It's like, oh, it's a skill shot stun, though. You have no way to set up. Once she buys Yules, does it really matter? You know,
I think Marana could leap out, right?
No, you can get hit. You may get the leap up, but you'll still get hit by the stun
so
sometimes.
That's up to the Lina player to time it perfectly. Yeah, but you have to like frame perfect that, right?
It's not like frame perfect. I think Lina can pretty consistently do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if you're a Lina player, you can.
I didn't think they would actually ban the Spectre there. I thought they would be kind of happy if they chose Spectre. I'm a little surprised.
Entity can't push that well, I think, with their lineup. So, at least with their current heroes.
Yeah.
I would ban the Spectre, yeah.
This is going to be a Slark game for Black, maybe. That's like a kind of nice carry that's not too greedy, doesn't need too much farm. If you're playing the Marana offlane, it feels like you need something that's not going to require too much space.
I wouldn't mind hitting buildings, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there any kind of traditional Black carry, though, that
Clinks
also hits buildings? Clinks I could see here.
Clinks also has never been picked, so I don't know.
We had a Clinks game.
I mean, Lina could hit buildings, so...
No, we're talking about the
Talking about
team.
for Entity.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Entity Black's hero, like that can hit buildings.
Yeah.
Also,
Clinks. Luna, as you said.
Yeah,
that's why Clinks was a good suggestion.
Yeah, when you said Clinks, I thought you were talking about Black playing Clinks.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
No, I was saying, well, you know, Boom ID could have Lina, and he's also hitting buildings.
They
do.
They banned the Bloodseeker.
Both teams wanted Slark, to be honest. Yeah. That to me is the hero Black plays, would have fit that draft. Doesn't hit buildings, but still gives them a pretty well-rounded draft.
It's a great tempo match for what Boom ID want to do.
It is literally impossible to play Disruptor.
He's playing Void here. He thinks Void's one of the best counters to Slark. Void plus Mirana.
Yes.
I don't see any other pick for it.
Yeah, and he always says, I don't think I've ever won a game with Slark against the Void. It's never happened. I don't think I've ever seen Slark beat Void. He was very adamant about that.
If they don't pick Void, I'm walking off and making some tea. I'm going to walk off and make some tea anyway.
Yeah, I learned that Black rants a lot. I will say. I haven't hung out with Black that much until the Super Major. Man, that man loves to talk. He loves to rant. And he also loves to run during basketball. Very impressive stuff. We called him the German tank. He just kept on going, dude.
He hustles. You know, everyone else there is like playing a casual game, and Black, no.
He does. That man does some cardio.
He had his little short shorts, too. My God.
His cardio was pretty good.
Boba was so upset. He's like, I don't even want to go near Black. Like, I don't want to guard that guy.
It looks
I taught him
weird,
how to rebound, and he got a lot better.
They're just biker shorts. I mean, it wasn't really anything that... If you've ever been to a gym...
compared to everyone else.
Well, yeah, no one else came prepared. It was clear.
Americans, I think, can be a bit prudish, so when you see, like, those tight spandexy shorts, they're off-put. Like, I wore, like, short little footy shorts. Like, in Australia, everyone wears these short shorts for playing footy. And LD was just like, oh, like, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
Like...
It's true. Good old America.
Right, go walk off and make some tea.
I'm done. It's all Void.
Bring me back a
tea,
LaCroix and a tea.
LaCroix and a tea? Black tea? Green tea?
Whatever you make.
Well, you guys want any tea?
Is it LaCroix or is it LaCroix?
Yeah, I'll take a tea. I say LaCroix.
Hit me up with some of that coffee that's just burning out there.
Okay,
sure.
Coffee, tea, LaCroix.
I can't wait to see Parker come back with a tray.
Yeah, this is great. Parker's the gopher.
Lumi's got the right. That's what I do on airplanes now. I order 2 drinks. I get a soda and a water.
Well, I want to save him another trip.
Wow.
You know.
Look at you.
That's true.
What about when you go to the bathroom though?
Fuck him. You go to the bathroom.
I mean, that's why you order 2 drinks, so you have a vessel later to use.
That makes more sense.
Facts.
Yes.
You know, one time I was on a plane with a bunch of Dota personalities, and I was sitting next to IX Mike, and he said, "I'll take an apple juice and some pretzels." And they said, "Sir, we don't have either of those." And he said, "Well, what are we going to do here then?" And the stewardess just looked at him like, "I can't tell if you're joking or not, but I can offer you some water and crackers or whatever they had."
I mean, that's a little shocking. I mean, those are like the 2 things I would expect to be on the plane.
The juice was surprising, but the pretzels, I mean, they just, it's always a mixed bag
pretzels.
of like.
It's always a little mini pretzel.
I gotta say, that is the most American reaction, and coming from IX Mike, that's just perfect, right?
Not even like a moment of hesitation. So what are we gonna do then? Oh my God! Shout out to IX
Mike.
So last pick PL.
Not a Void.
I'm actually not going to lie, boys. I like the Boom ID draft a little more. I think it feels like a little more conventional. Like Elder Titan maybe is tipping the scales for me. I feel like that hero looked really strong in China, and as long as they've got a good ET player, I think they've got pretty good follow-up for it. I don't dig on this PL.
I think it's very... Oh my God, that is an extremely long laugh. Oh, Slack has won the match. Perfect. I think it's fairly even overall. I see very similar ideas coming through a lot of the draft. You have the Warlock ulti and then the Elder Titan in terms of like giant team fight. But on the side of Entity, it's like whoever initiates first, I feel like is almost at a disadvantage in some ways. Because if you Song first, then the Sleep is there to try and counteract from the Elder Titan with the Stomp. And then you have like the Stack Storm you're trying to work in there as well, then followed on top by the Golem. It's kind of chaotic and hectic here. I don't necessarily feel like it's a big draft disadvantage for either side. It's more like putting some pressure on these position 4s here to really perform.
I'm also really curious about the PL final pick. When you guys said Faceless Void, I was on board, right? Like it does a lot. So the question becomes, why PL and what does he give you that Void does not give you?
I would say disadvantages to Void would have been in the laning stage. He would be heavily pressured by a Beastmaster and an Elder Titan. Both of them have damage over time, essentially. There's no burst. It's just like an axe and then another axe, and it's a punch and a spirit. It's nothing that you can like really handle. Not to say that PL in that case
PL is also
much better.
Pretty weak laner, right? Like, and Disruptor is not going to add too much to you, to your lane.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm also doubting this PL pick. They're running up. That is exerting dominance up on this hill.
They don't have the best wave player against the PL, though. Like in terms of like during a team fight, whereas versus the Void, they do have quite a bit of single target focus, like the Lina and then the Beastmaster too. Plus, if you actually Chrono someone, Sleep and Warlock ulti counter Chrono very hard. So it might have just been too much, I guess.
Sleep's on the same team, so...
No, the Stomp Sleep is
okay.
what I mean. Sorry. Yeah, I call sleep song, and I call stomp sleep. It really doesn't help when they're both in the same game. Sorry, guys. I'll fix myself. Just for you guys. Oh my god, he actually brought a
come back with a trade.
Oh, look at this.
Hit me up with that LaCroix.
That LaCroix.
Is that how you say it?
Well, so
yes, their website explicitly
it's a bit of a
says.
toss-up. So it is, yeah, they claim it is LaCroix. In French, if you were to go to a French person, if you went to fucking Madden and said, say these words, he would say LaCroix.
Yeah, I see that, and I just see LaCroix.
It's a thing. They've tried to brand their own made-up word. I say LaCroix just to spite them, but technically LaCroix is right. Thank you very much, Parker.
Wow, he even brought out some of that. What is that? Some cream or something? A French vanilla. He brought a French vanilla just in case. He doesn't know.
And some Splendas in case you're not on real sugar, but you still want a little sweet tooth.
Parker, for the future, just black coffee, please. I mean,
I thought that was regular sugar. I don't.
I'm not a fancy guy.
If Parker was serving me drinks on an airplane, I would tip him.
Wow, you tip on an airplane?
I've never tipped
I've
somebody
never
on an
tipped.
airplane.
That's the most bullshit claim I've ever heard.
That's how good my service was.
I have never tipped on an airplane in my life.
I spent 3 years working in hospitality.
Oh, yeah, you were a bartender too, weren't you?
Yep.
You know, I will say I'm a terrible traveler because of esports, because of that. Because I don't get the currency when I go places. I never get the currency. I don't need it. I don't go anywhere. Therefore, I don't have any to leave for tips.
At a lot of places, you don't tip. I think Noah's dead here, though.
Yeah, he's quite dead.
That's first blood for Kez Cute.
Like, whenever I get to hotels, like, they always want to take your bags. I'm just like, no. Because I don't want to feel shitty because they take it out to my room and then they kind of do that thing where they linger. They give you a look as they're leaving, like, are you going to tip me?
Yeah.
I don't have any cash.
You should do the power move and look at them back.
Sometimes I just want to say to people, it's not the 50s anymore. We're over this. You touch my bag and I give you $5 for no reason thing. Just fuck off and let me go to my room. Thank you, but no thank you.
Damn.
Well, seriously, though.
That's aggressive.
It's like the people in the bathroom, though. You know, you go to a club and there's a guy that hands you a napkin so you can wipe your hands. It's like, dude, I got this. You don't need to spray cologne on my chest. Can you fuck off, mate? I don't need to give you $1. I already paid $20 to get into the club. I know how to wipe my own ass.
We were supposed to have the Zyori podcast if we had filler time.
Sorry,
that's
not
during the actual game.
I just had to get that out there. Not that I've been to many clubs.
Man, this Fatal Bonds is destroying these two.
See ya, Noya. Yeah, you normally think of Naga and Marana as like a nasty off-lane duo, but they're getting rick-rolled by this Slark Warlock.
Which drafts did you guys prefer?
I liked the Boom ID draft.
I sat on the fence.
Okay.
I said position 4 players determine this game.
You really Trudeau'd it, huh?
Yeah.
It could go either way.
Which one do you like,
There's
Parker?
good people on both sides.
I think both teams are going to try as hard as they can.
Yeah, I think the winning team's probably going to just do a little bit better.
Well said.
I think what we're trying to get at is that it's not very too clear that either team has a...
So I'm the only one that likes one team definitively. Like I think Boom ID is the lesser team, so Entity will probably win, but just on draft...
I don't know if Boom ID are the lesser team, are they?
Yeah. I like Boom ID's draft a bit better.
I think so.
I think the Slark has a pretty good game. Having the Dark Pact against a lot of these heroes. Pounce against Mirana is really good. They have enough tools against PL, like between the Lina, the ET, they have the AoE to deal with the PL.
I don't know about that fact. I feel like PL, this is a final pick PL, right? Like this is, to me, a free PL game. The problem is it's a very free Slark game as well.
Yeah, because they didn't pick the PL to counter the Slark. They just picked it because it is uncountered.
Right.
Yeah. I think I said it before while you were up, but I really just favor the Elder Titan. I feel like that hero in the hands of a strong player is so annoying.
Nicely done. 2 hero stomp from ET.
Yeah, he's going to die here.
Will still die. Yeah.
Still.
Look, he baited his Beastmaster to death.
No.
How do you just say good things about an ETF?
Oh,
no.
and that's
and
another one.
And he baited the Warlock in.
No. PL did not.
He even used the heal on the guy
send him
as
back.
he died.
Shahuzi. Give him the BM glimpse.
He's level 2. He probably. Oh, he's level 3 now.
He also dropped the ward, so he had vision.
All right. Yeah.
Oh
no, he's saving it for the real one.
Oh, here we go.
Joe Beezy.
Joe Beezy.
There.
What
Easy.
a player.
That is Joe Real, and what was his last name?
It was Job.
Ramos.
Oh,
Ramos.
Job Real Ramos.
Is it Job or Job?
Might be Job.
I
You
have
don't
no
know,
idea.
right? Like, yeah.
I've never met anyone named J-O-B before in real life, so I don't know how to pronounce
I've
it.
heard people called Job before.
I
might
think
be-
he was in a whale.
It might be Job. Job? No, that was Geppetto.
No, that wasn't Geppetto. It was Jonah. Geppetto.
Is it Geppetto and Pinocchio where they end up in the whale?
Yeah, no, I meant the whale like the Bible.
Oh. Or wait, is Geppetto the cricket? I can't remember.
No, Geppetto's the puppet master who owns Pinocchio.
What's the cricket's name?
I couldn't tell you. Jimmy Cricket. Jiminy.
Jiminy Cricket. That's it. Jiminy, Geppetto.
There's just too much culture going on right now.
Yeah,
I'm
really.
not sure what's happening.
Have you heard the phrase Jiminy Cricket?
No.
Yeah,
I've heard those words before.
Jiminy Crickets.
Is it like you're rustling my jimmies or whatever?
Yeah,
my
sure.
jimmies are rustled?
Something like that.
Louis, I have a funny memory of you that I don't even know if you remember this. I wasn't there. I was just watching on stream, but it was at Dream League, and it was one of the red buttons, and it was on Back to the Future Day, and you and Hani were on the panel with Shiver, and Owen and Andy came out dressed like Marty and Doc, and as soon as it happened, Hani was making this face like he was so beyond confused. And you, we're going to see a gank here.
Well,
Yeah, no, keep explaining the
keep
story.
going.
The
Okay.
story is more
All right,
important.
that was a
oh,
sick two-man
shit,
LSA.
okay.
Elder
All right.
Titan, boys. I
All
told you. He's turning this around.
you think this gank's gonna be shitty? We'll show you.
I'll show you what's going on. Jay, how do you say that guy's name, by the way? Is it
Yoakum.
just Yoakum?
It's Dwight Yoakam.
Dwight Yoakam?
I don't know. I call him Yoakum.
What's wrong with you? You said that like... Until informed otherwise, we can call him Yoakum.
He's
Yoakum.
What a juke.
But they come out, and they're like in costume, completely in character. Owen's trying to do this shitty southern accent to be like Marty McFly from the 80s. And Lumi just goes, I don't get Back to the Future jokes. And Shiver's like trying her hardest, like, look, it's the nutty professor or whatever. Clearly has never seen Back to the Future either. And it was just one of the most hysterical Dota moments of my entire life. Do you remember? Can you tell me what it was like having a front row seat at that whole?
I mean, I don't remember that, but it sounds true.
You don't remember that?
I just go through a lot of my life being confused, so I just try to roll with it.
It was like it's like Dream League couldn't have picked a worse panel to try and hype up Back to the Future Day because none of you had any idea what was going
Like
on.
the
Around
only
the
person
bottom
that's American on that is Drasco. Oh no, that
Oh
lead.
no. That's all right.
That's why you got 3?
That's right.
I'm telling you, Twitch chat, somebody dig up that clip.
She did.
He did. Dig up that clip and watch it back, and it is so funny. Look at Hani's face.
Look at Hani's face. Every time I remember Hani at Dream League, I just remember him getting a monster pour in his head.
Yeah, that's all I can think
That
of.
is next
That
level.
was...
That was bold.
That is some Jackie Mouse special. Do you know what led to that?
Yeah,
I did know, but I can't remember now.
Yeah,
Queued
he
him
queued
a
him into
pub.
C.
Yeah, he queued him into a C server.
Oh, wow, the irony. It was foretelling.
And Envy was not happy.
But he got abandoned, I think, right? Is that the?
Well, he
Well,
just
he
couldn't
could have
play.
played it, but I think he chose to ban. I don't know what happened there.
Just 25 points, dude. Here we go.
It is a bit disrespectful, though.
It
to
is
be-
actually
Yeah.
really disrespectful.
Oh, Laguna.
These claps or
Elder
sleeps,
Titan
as you call
again.
them,
It's a stomp, actually, but
Well.
that's
depending on who you ask.
It's a stomp that causes a sleep.
that's true.
And nobody dies.
Okay, Moonlight Shadow, pretty good spell, but still, that started as a gank attempt on the Lina. Oh, pretty good. Very nice.
So would you guys rate Entity as the higher team? Because personally, I would rate Boom ID as the higher team.
Really?
Yeah. I
Why?
think you're getting struck by the star power here. Because these guys have at least been playing together. I mean, they were brought in to the regionals based on, like, roster.
Yeah, but doesn't that say something you've been playing together for a while and you're middle of the pack in MPGL? I mean, that's like,
I mean,
to me,
these
that's
guys are
almost
just
worse.
like 4 euros, though. I don't know.
Boom ID couldn't even win the Indonesia qualifier for GSC Indonesia. They had an Indonesia
Yeah,
own the
right.
qualifier.
All right. I did forget about that. I will give you that one. I don't know.
I mean,
they're not complete
they're
garbage or anything.
comparable.
But I think the star power is something. You can't just overlook that aspect.
Yeah. Entity looked decent in open qualifiers. It wasn't like convincing they rode through, but I would say to me they're like a solid. I would put them
the Jukes? No.
I would put them like 4th or 5th in this SEA qualifier.
You know, Black's going to get picked off here, but I think it's also an experience thing. You know, there's just more top-tier Dota experience on the Dire side.
Looking caught out.
Probably another kill here.
Coming back to me. All right, Lumi, you don't know much about Back to the Future. You say you're uncultured. What would be your go-to? What would you be comfortable
Anime.
on?
I mean, anime even in these years, not as much.
Okay.
You know, I just don't know a lot of shit. That's the problem. That's why I'm here stuck casting Tier 2C Dota. So, Jesus. All right, here we go. Let's get this Slark kill. No, maybe not. He's going to get a port out. Oh! Not going to be enough.
Oh,
On top.
They're going in.
You know what I do know? Not missing any kills. I'm top NA observer right now.
Yeah, you finally found your calling.
There you go. Move over Scriff and Weapus.
I mean, they don't have to.
Look, I'm getting TI8 one way or another. You guys can't stop me. No, but seriously, Weapus and Scriff are overworked at TI8. They don't like observe everything. Just
yeah, you're gunning for that third spot. You're gonna get you're gonna get invited, and JJ would, and then. Whoop.
I mean, look. I got a lot of. I have a direct line to Xiaowei. You know, we've been talking, and he's giving me tips. How to get to
Xiaowei
TI.
couldn't coach a team out of opens.
That's true. That was disappointing.
I mean, that's his problem. So.
I don't know if he's the guy to take tips from them.
Who do you think's gonna bring him as their coach?
Good question.
Serenity? Do you think he'll hop on that ship? Be like, yo, listen.
Yo, listen.
Just look at Adi's face, dude.
He actually found the
It's just, he just looks so confused. Just like, what is happening? I'm going to tweet this out, guys.
Okay.
All right, you get him covered. Yokum goes down.
Looking pretty decent right now for Boom ID. PL's just not had the easiest free farm lane, and Slark's now come up top, which is something that PL's not going to be too happy about.
No.
Because Slark has that constant regen, can't really zone him out, whereas PL can be kind of pressured a little bit here.
I have a noob question.
Great.
What do you do against Elder Titan?
Don't get hit.
Yeah, don't get slapped.
In what sense? Yeah.
Well, just it seems like it's like I said before. Every game, it seems like Elder Titan has a huge impact.
Like Clockwork is a great example.
Yeah, like if he gets third picked, you know, like
Nyx Assassin, you want heroes to interrupt him.
What do? He's okay. There you go. So just Clockwork's a perfect example of make it difficult to get off the Echo Stop.
Because both Stomp and Earth Splitter are dodgeable spells. Like they're not guaranteed stuns, they're not projectiles. Like theoretically, it's very easy for ET to miss spells and then be absolutely useless.
So take this game as an example. It feels like Entity set up a lot of good opportunities and they were thwarted by really good stomps, either turnaround kills or prevent kills from happening, right? And key kills on the Lina at this crucial moment when she doesn't have Yules yet. She's still trying to play kind of farming Lina before she starts ganking. What do you do against that? Is that just the reality of playing against Elder Titan? If you don't like it, ban him?
Don't overcommit, because that was kind of where the ET got the double kill mid when the Ember remnanted in aggressively. He thought he had a kill on the Lina. ET's there. If you overcommit and ET's in position to kind of counter gank you, you're in trouble. So you want to have good vision. You want to be able to see him, because that's when you can interrupt the stomp. It's one, a spell you can dodge, and two, a spell you can cancel. So there's a lot of ways you can play around it.
I also think that the prime of ET has kind of came and passed. Like, him really owning the laning stage is just what the hero does. And if you move past the mid game, when you have heroes like Ember, Mirana, you're not going to get controlled by the ET unless he gets some really good items.
He doesn't have a chrono or a song this game either to like set him up. So it's just like...
Well, they want the Slark. They've invised in.
You have to kind of mess up.
Okay, I see what you mean.
I don't
Can
know.
they get off the glimpse? That was...
They were two-man invis there, but then they split up. And also the PL was like, I'm going back to farm. It seemed like they lost faith in their ability to find the kill.
Yeah.
Well, Noya hadn't. The other two had.
I'm generally surprised how often teams kind of split up in their smoke gangs, or in this case, the Moonlight Shadow gang.
Yeah.
Like, remember last game when I think 30 minutes in the game, when Tiger was smoked out, 1437 walked away from the rest of the team, and he got picked off by a Slark. I think for 99% of the time, you generally want to go as a team, and if Noya was joined up with a Disruptor, maybe they could have found a static storm kill, you know?
Slark just about to finish his Shadow Blade. It's going to make this game a whole lot more fun for him.
Yeah. They've got a decent lead, but they need to hang on to it.
What do you guys think Beastmaster goes? Is it a Shadow Blade for him as well? Link Dagger, Necrobook.
Yeah, looks like it. Shadow Blade.
He's just got the Phase Medallion right now. I wonder if that's overkill getting two Shadow Blades. I don't like having that second, like Beastmaster getting one when you've got a Slark who's fulfilling the exact same purpose with the same item. There's already going to be sentries.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's slightly different. Maybe we'll talk about that because we're going to see a fight here. Nice leap away from the roar. Now Beastmaster somewhat trapped. Here comes the Earth Splitter. That's going to be a zoner. Well, hits Mirana, actually. Yeah. And they back off.
I think the Blink's pretty bad this game, though, against Ember and PL. Like, they both have instant reactions to it.
I think Shadow Blade is actually important in Beastmaster this game because you are the only, like, initiation,
nice grab,
right?
Dude, that ward.
Well, you have Slark though. You also have Lina. Lina has a Shadow Blade queued up. Are you really going to go triple Shadow Blade?
All right,
They're
definitely
going to commit
not.
hard here, and now the blow
Nice
up.
kill.
That's going to be the kill. Now Mirana leaps forward and leaps back.
I think Beastmaster can go for the team items. I'm not a big fan of Necrobook this game, but I think he could get like, the Crimson Guard.
I would love that.
Okay.
100%.
Even just complete the Solar Crest.
So Lina is committed to a Shadow Blade?
Has it queued up, hasn't committed.
Okay.
I value Lina and Slark Shadow Blades over Beastmaster.
That's fair.
Same.
And then it's like, you could theoretically just get 3. He's going to blink queued up now. He did just finally queue something.
Okay.
But the blink roar is not reliable on Ember or PL.
Obviously, the more Shadow Blades you have, the more value enemy sentries become, but there is also this point where it makes your whole team very elusive, you know?
Yep.
It does actually become difficult to play around for Entity, even though it sounds very gimmicky.
Yeah, it's just a lot of money spent on items that can be countered so efficiently with gems and sentries.
Does give you a little bit in the way of stats, though.
Yep.
Gives you a little attack speed,
Not
a little nibbler.
Just a little.
And Beastmaster doesn't care about those stats.
Look at
that's
where
for sure.
Warlock's standing.
It's a fair point.
Come and fight us, please.
Boom
Like,
has
look how
been
far up he is.
running at this tier 1 mid for like the past good minute. Black's enjoying this free farm, and he's finally got his diffusal finished.
That's pretty good. Oh, gosh, excuse me.
I mean, does the diffusal allow him to really do anything that he couldn't have done before? Can he start picking off?
More damage. I mean, if you
I don't think he could actually
Warlock.
team fight right now at all, right?
With
Like-
Naga Sleep, you can, definitely.
Okay.
That's what I feel like they should be looking to actively do. They were looking for that at top with the smoke, the Mirana Moonlight Shadow gank.
They have really good chase with Disruptor, Ember Spirit, and PL.
Yes.
And even Mirana for that matter. So if they get an instant pick out of Song, it is very scary.
They're not really fighting enough, I feel, right now. Like, the fact they haven't used Sleep yet, to me, is an issue. It is a long cooldown, but it's a cooldown worth using to get, like, a core kill. Sleep in the Arrow is also there.
Yeah, it's not just Static Storm, as you're saying. That is something they probably could have improved on.
I think if the diffusal blade was finished during that mid push, a sleep into a TP and PL might have been the play, but obviously he didn't have diffusal then. And now they're looking for initiation. Sleep initiate can work here, but
Yeah, she's going
there
for
you
it
go.
Now. They need a big arrow. Oh, Elder Titan started the stomp too, I think.
They really want the core. Now they're really clumped up. Here comes that huge Static Storm, but I think he's going to be okay. Here comes Ember Spirit. He jumps away, and now he has his ultimate activated. He's fine, and now he's teleporting out. Meanwhile, Mirana cancel a TP.
Nice.
Nicely done. Mirana pays with his life. Beastmaster Roar goes on the left side. They will get PL, and that's going to be a big one on Black. Black jumps away, and now goes right on, right on a Dragon Slave and dies. A really chaotic fight.
Can they get more? They got an LSA.
I'll say, but out of mana at this
mistimed
point.
He used it too early.
And at the end of that, I think that was a boom victory through and through.
Definitely. Yep. Especially killing that PL there.
Killed 2 cores, lose the Slark. Not bad. They're going to get tier 1 tower. Very well done. It was just a little bit too awkward with that sleep. Like, there were 3 heroes very split up, and they didn't even have the best vision of them. Like, it looked like they were going to go in the ET, and then they're like, well, no, wait, we found this Slark, let's go in him. They didn't shoot the arrow. You need that arrow out of sleep. And they didn't have any follow-up. Like, the Disruptor ulti was not going to kill him alone. The fact he survives the combo and gets Shadow Dance off is a failed initiation.
Nice fatty stack here on the Ancients.
I don't think they had vision on the ET. We did, but I think from Dire's perspective, they couldn't see the ET or the Warlock, which was the big problem.
I was surprised they had vision of the Slark because it looked like he was in the trees, which was like a really good place to be hiding there. But
yeah, it looked like they just saw him scamper in there. Yeah.
And the fact, I also assumed Slark was going to TP out because the fact they still had Mirana's arrow at the end to cancel TP means they did not use it with the sleep, which is not exactly how you want to use that sleep.
Big economic boon for Boom ID. Killing out the Radiant Ancients. Looks like Warlock able to leech. Pretty good. And Ember Spirit, do you think he's regretting the BOTs at all? You know, it was a very greedy item choice. It opens up the map, but
I don't think he needed fighting items for them to fight. Like, I feel like he still could have been involved even with a bots rush, you know?
Sure.
Ooh, what an LSA.
Oh
damn, let him know.
God.
And that is the overcommit into the ET, but that was
oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, that was FBZ all day.
FBZ has been on point. Already has his Shadow Blade, has his BKB queued up, level 14 Lina, 503.
You know what are great, guys?
Having a game.
Wards. Wards are great. Aren't they amazing? You know?
They are.
You look
Did
pretty
he
damn
even have
good.
vision there?
Yeah, there was a little ward.
Did it time out?
That right there.
Wards.
No. Well,
Oh,
Radiant
sorry,
Ward.
you're right.
Yeah,
That was a dire ward. All right, that was blind.
That was
then.
some Peter Parker shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that was...
The Spidey senses of, like, I think
All
they're
right,
coming.
Song version 2, number 2. Is Noya gonna let it rip? No, they're gonna just take this Beastmaster kill.
Take the singleton, and that'll be it. A little cleanup. You know, I hate to say it, boys and girls, but Trent Packs here might have been right. I think we were
Well,
undervaluing Boom ID.
Just because they win a game doesn't mean they're the better team.
Well, that's true, but at the same time, it kind of does.
Wow,
Facts, dude.
Well said.
Facts.
Thanks.
Well, in that moment, they are the better team.
Yes.
Yep. But this is, you know, it's not like they're getting lucky here or something. I mean, this is a pretty good performance so far from Boom ID. Very methodic rotations, right? Very good ganks, maintaining the momentum, setting up for their Slark, not giving Black too much space. I mean, they're playing this very well.
Here they go. Can they get the Naga? The sleep's there. They see him.
Do they have any detection?
Where's the arrow? Arrow's Mirana's not here. There's no arrow.
I heard a rock being dropped.
Yeah.
Sackstorm onto 2. This is I'm trying to zoom as far out as I can
We're
here.
heading to the space
right.
station right now. And NASA
Primal
likes
roar.
to fight.
Follow up LSA, but they don't have the detection. It's a problem.
Yeah,
Nobody has
Laguna's there,
detection.
but they can't see.
Oh, that stomp missed too.
Yeah. Did he not have Laguna at the beginning of that fight?
He did. He went
did.
invis, right? The Ember, he couldn't actually see the Ember.
Oh, I see.
And when he was shadow blading in, they actually saw him coming up. So Dire team were ready for it, and good sleep setup. Anytime they have sleep, they should be looking to fight. They got to use this sleep disruptor ulti. Would prefer it if Mirana's there for the arrow follow-up, but even without the Mirana, they make it work.
The only problem now is that if they do get repelled here and the Radiant Heroes come back up, they should be looking towards Roche, you would think, with Song being down.
Yeah, and their lineup is pretty good at killing Roche with the Medallion, Beastmaster, or Alina.
Yeah, and I think with Song down, you can't fight in the pit unless you get some crazy arrow or something.
Oh, he really wants this tower, and I think it should be in deny range. Yeah,
It's
it is.
deny range. It's gold taken away from Entity, who keep things close. Back to like a 3k gold lead.
Yo, Gabe just showed up.
Gabe has left us. El China Brethren.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
No
ditched
longer
us
here.
hard.
Respect.
But we got an upgrade. We got Lumi, so it's okay.
I don't know if I could take credit on that.
And
Are you
no
kidding?
Song.
We've got the best observer NA, dude. This
Yeah,
is
that's true.
this is Value Town.
Ooh, Roche.
Easy.
Looks like it.
And
No
looks like it's
Song
gonna
of the
be
Siren.
free, Yeah.
Pretty safe time to go for something like this. No Warlock ult either, but they do kill it pretty quick, especially with that Medallion on the old Beastmaster there.
So, at what point do you think the PL is going to swing this game around? Because I do feel like it's pretty much up to him.
He definitely. What's the item progression like? Are we getting close to a Manta?
He is
Kinda.
halfway there.
He's going to take some time. He's going to,
boy.
knowing Black, he's much more like he's going to be farming for the late game. The Manta he's going to use to push out waves. He's not going to be looking to fight head on, and he really can't fight easily head on. The AoE is at least decent enough for now that team fighting for him, he needs to clean up. He needs Naga, Disruptor, Mirana to start the fight, then he shows up to pick up the scraps.
He finds the Warlock in the back or something.
Yep. That's what happened
Titan.
last fight. That's where the Rock was dropped while his team got 2 kills, because he
Yeah.
was actually on the back lines on the Warlock. Oh my gosh, that Spirit with the Hawk Vision, they just destroy the Disruptor there. He thinks he's safe.
Joe Beasy.
Wasn't like a terrible play from Disruptor. He thought he had a good position there to get him from the high ground.
Well,
And they know he's low
Ember
on
is
mana.
really caught out. He's going to just pour it out straight up, but the Rock's going to get
nice.
committed.
I'm calling that worth. For
Yeah.
sure.
100%.
so.
Now they push, right, again?
The LSA I think was going to be there to cancel it, but I don't think Warlock 100% knows that.
Yeah, they draw the arrow down mid.
I'd say it's definitely worth
You just you can't assume that the LSA is gonna hit.
Yep. Given it's a big kill in Ember, it definitely feels totally fine. They don't even necessarily have to go high ground here. Just getting some map control, getting some wards down, playing on the other side of the map is going to put them in a good position. Naga denying bounty runes. 3 out of the 4 bounty runes going Radiant's way. The other one going to no one.
It's okay. You got 22 gold back instead.
There you go.
Aegis Lena with a BKB.
Now that is a tier 3 hunt if I've ever seen one.
Hesta Joe. That's close.
Yeah, this Slark Mirana matchup is pretty miserable for Mirana.
It's been a tough game for Hesta Joe.
He's got 18 essence already, too. Oh, wow. He's just going to die. He's out of remnants.
Ooh, right into the clap.
That was...
Yeah, this game is...
not the place he wanted to be on the map.
It's falling apart quick here for Entity.
I feel like the PL last pick has been nothing but a burden. Like, at least Faces Void would have allowed them to set up some team fights.
I mean, they have team fight tools and they're not using them, though.
Yeah, I don't... For me, this game's not really on Black. I don't think he's done anything amazing, but I don't think he's done anything wrong.
No, my point is that he can't do anything. That's the problem.
But his team can, and they're not.
I think...
Like, the sleep is, again, they're not using it actively. They're kind of just sitting around. At this point, they're against an Aegis, so fine. Like, don't go and teamfight into this BKB Aegis Lina. But earlier on, they had plenty of ways to take teamfights.
I think it's nice how they kind of guarded the Slark pick with the sleep from the Elder Titan with the Stomp and then the Golem. Because like it's pretty hard to chrono and kill Slark with both of those up.
True. Yeah, if Black wanted Slark, he would have let his team know this game. So they must have felt like it wasn't going to work well against some of these other spells on the team.
We're going to see...
Gonna be a tier 3.
Yeah. Look at this Lina go. Has the Aegis still, so she is standing the front line. Nice Yule's dodge on the arrow. And she's just zoning away the whole team. Activates a BKB pre-Aegis, goes for the kill. No detection! And it's going to hit the racks a little bit.
There's still sleep available. Lina.
A lot of committal on this one.
Gonna have to back off.
Get the shrines.
All right.
Yeah. Well, good attempt from FBZ, and ultimately this BKB, down 9 seconds on it, too big of a deal. Feels like a very good team fight for
Black's got
Tower's not denied already.
Yeah, it was deniable for a long time.
Okay. Now they see it.
It was deniable like 5 minutes
I can't
ago.
believe Black didn't get that.
Fabian.
Nobody saw the HP on the building.
Well, further in the lead, things feeling a little more grim for Entity. I do totally agree on both accounts that if they had Void, that is a great, easy 5-man hero to fight around, but at the same time, they could have been doing this earlier. You can set up arrows with the Mirana.
She's got the Yules.
They're
no
coming
BKB.
Back. I don't know.
And Yules survives, and here comes the rock as well as the Earth Splitter. But FBZ still alive, turns it around. This Lina. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is so over.
Too strong.
Too strong.
Black's still fighting.
Black is dead. He's got
gets hit by a raw LSA. My man.
It's just over.
My man.
All right, let's have a little bit of weeb reference here.
Oh,
Lina is based on the anime Slayer. That's why she's called Slayer in Dota 1.
I've heard that, but I don't know anything about that anime.
Look up them pics.
Was it actually based on the anime, though?
Yes,
it's really old.
Well, the character is based on.
Is it like a 90s anime?
She's very angry, and when she used her ultimate, she goes Laguna Blado in a higher pitch.
Is that in the anime?
Yes. Okay. That's why they call it Laguna.
That's a pretty telling sign.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
What was Lina's base model in Dota 1?
Another great sleep here.
Sorcerer from the Human Army.
That's right.
Yeah, the
Sorks.
Yeah, the sorceresses. Hey, look, there she is. She's got red hair.
It fits.
Lina's Furious Dragon Slave is the episode title for #1.
Oh.
Wow.
Or title of episode #1. Angry Lina's Furious Dragon Slave.
I didn't make this shit up, Facts.
These are actual
Yeah,
facts.
but this is like, it's not even inspired. It's like straight up, it's the character.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what
Valve.
Yeah, that's what like Dota did back in the day, right? They took a lot of stuff from everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
And Leshrac is magic, right?
Yeah, Diabolic Edict is a famous magic card.
Puck. You know that one? That's a Shakespeare reference.
Yeah.
That's mid Summer Night's Dream. Robin Goodfellow.
That reminds me of me trying to
That's the name of Puck.
Jabay GoDz's girlfriend to name their dog Nevermore, right?
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to name it into any Dota stuff.
The one criteria for naming was like nothing Dota related. So
I was like,
what
Nevermore.
did you settle on?
Murphy.
Murphy.
So
Oh.
It wasn't Dota related. But,
Very Australian.
Lumi was throwing out all the name suggestions from Dota 1.
Oh,
That was great.
I'm glad you didn't go with Max. That's an awful dog name. No
Why?
offense to anyone with a pet named Max.
Why Max?
It is the most common dog name, at least in America. Max.
So
Max
you
and
want your
Spot
dog
are
to
the
be
top two.
hipster too? You can't just
listen. There are degrees of
named
hipster. Max is the ultimate lazy. Oh my God, it's white and fluffy. Let's call it Max. Oh, look, it's little Max.
Andrew.
Hey, I didn't pick that at least though. You know, that's.
Here comes the re-engage. They have the song.
They have a sentry there, but it's gonna get taken away from Black.
Scooter is also a bad name.
What?
Who names
Scooter? Their dogs Max or Scooter?
Dude, I worked in a vet hospital for many years. I've come across many a pet named Scooter, Spot, Max, DOG. That's another awful one. If you get a dog and you can't come up with a better name than DOG, then Jesus, what are you doing?
Oh my God, he's going in. Jesus. This is a classic SCA dive I've seen.
Fervian's going hard. Noya just gets juiced, though. Can't even use Song of the Siren 2 fights in a row. Juiced, dude. It's a juice box.
Yeah, the fat lady has not been doing a whole lot of singing this match.
Yeah, this is Dunzo.
Look at this long siege.
Might have to sing a different tune. This game feels pretty over.
Much like my first marriage, it is indeed over.
My sarcasm radar is not working, so I can't tell.
I was never married. No,
Okay. I mean, you can't assume these days, you know.
That's true. Huh? No. You would have heard stories by now, Lumi.
Oh, I've heard many stories.
Oh.
I just don't know if they're real or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
oh man,
that's true. I'm an enigma.
Lena, level 20, talent coming online. Game's about to get pretty much over. She went for this Mjolnir build, something a bit different, but this is designed to fight the PL.
Kind of playing with their food before they eat it here, it feels like, for Boom ID. What's for dinner tonight, boys?
Good question.
Great question. What time is it?
something
It's
from
almost
Jeremiah.
Lasagna
Lasagna from Jeremiah.
Dude, there's still 2 hours before dinner time.
Oh, I thought dinner was
Jeremiah is not
10.
a place, Lumi.
I think
that's
it's
a
a 12.
person. That's
It could be a place.
Is your friend Jeremiah going to bring us some lasagna?
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya.
Is that what he's
I know
known?
Jeremiah is a person. I thought it's like a restaurant, you know, like Jeremiah's.
No. Jeremiah is the wonderful human being who will get us and prepare us the dinner. It sounds like he is making us some lasagna, a.k.a. frozen, heating it up in the oven,
this is old BTS day. Remember those like 8-hour shifts and we just make one lasagna?
We made lasagna. That happened once. And we did a terrible job with it.
God, do you remember that one time we made lasagna?
Yeah, it did happen
Literally
once.
making this sound like a regular, like, oh, we're casting 24 hours a day and just heating up lasagna. That
I
one
mean,
time.
that did happen.
It was just very memorable because, for whatever reason, we could not heat up a lasagna in the oven.
I also remember that time
difficult
where
task.
we had a long pause and we had, I think, Cinderin coming on to read Harry Potter in Danish.
Yeah.
That also happened once.
That was back in the DDoS days.
Oh, man. Rough days.
Where you would have every single day was just DDoS after DDoS, and us casters just had to fill for hours on end.
Yeah, you would come
once.
prepared. I remember coming to cast with things ready for the DDoS.
I remember reading on stream a few times. I remember casting some Mr. Cat games where teams were getting DDoSed, reading one of the World of Warcraft books.
Right, yeah.
The
World
Arthas
of
story.
Warcraft, okay.
I used
Arthas
to just
story,
read
dude.
jokes.
The lore behind Abaddon.
It was fun for like the first week or so, but then it quickly turned into, okay, let's just go to a break.
Once we all ran out of fill material, it got painful.
Oh, Slacks found Marana.
Man.
Oh,
No. It always looks so funny. That tiger is trying so hard to leap.
She doesn't want to BKB out.
Give her another one.
You can BKB out of the leap, right? Like,
The
am I
pounds,
going crazy?
So.
You can.
Pretty sure you can,
Yeah, you just BKB and walk out.
Well, he wanted to save it.
Kind of forgot he bought it, I guess.
I mean, it's that 10-second charge. You know, you got to put it to
Am I
good use.
crazy and wrong about that?
I
No.
want to say you're correct. But
You can't dispel the pounce, but BKB does get you out.
I'm pretty sure. I'm seeing that. I don't want to say 100%, but I'm quite confident.
Plus 3-second pounce leash. What a talent.
You know, I share your pain, though, Lumi. I feel the same way about Jack in the Box when it comes to BTS. We drove by one on the way back from the airport, and I was just like, oh, God, please, no. not Jack in the Box.
I've heard stories about the late light Jack in the Box.
What is Jack in the Box?
So the first couple hubs are like 24/7 events we did. We didn't. There was no hospitality team like BTS has now. We were the hospitality team. So it was, oh shit, it's past midnight and we're all starving. What's open? You've got Denny's, Jack in the Box, and I think there was like one 24/7 Del Taco near our house where we used to live. So there was just a stretch where we were all on the midnight shift and we just had nothing to eat but Jack in the Box for multiple days, and it just. My guts hurt, my mouth hurt, all of me hurt.
Is it worth putting on my American fast food bingo card? Is it part of this
Jack
chain?
in the Box tastes good, but it is very, very, it's buttery. It's greasy. All of it is, it's the quintessential Americana fast food.
Since I've been here, I have now had Chick-fil-A, that was a first. In-N-Out, that was a first.
You had decent ones.
Panda Express, that was a first. Chipotle, that was a first.
You've hit like 3 of America's best fast food.
Yeah, these are
really well right now.
Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, those are all S-tier fast food.
I have to say Chick-fil-A
I don't know about S-tier.
For fast food?
For fast
food.
What is S-tier fast food if not those places?
Dude, those chicken nuggets were stunning.
Yeah,
yes.
dude.
They were unbelievable.
I totally agree.
Chicken nuggets and the spicy chicken sandwiches.
Oh my goodness.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I know that Smash has a fast food tier list going on, right?
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
I don't. What do they rate as #1?
I miss Denny's though. I haven't gotten
that yet.
Miss
Denny's?
I wasn't here for the Denny's
There's
day.
nothing.
There's nothing to miss.
Yeah, but it's iconic. It's like getting IHOP.
It's
I've never had IHOP either.
It's
IHOP's
iconically
good.
bad.
Going IHOP
is
for
okay.
breakfast is fine.
If you want to
did
go
you
to
guys
IHOP
see that
for
tweet?
breakfast, I'm treating.
Where they changed the P on IHOP to like B now?
Yeah.
They did.
IHOP.
Is that a
burger
tro?
thing. Yeah,
Is that a
no.
tro?
No.
A troll?
I
Is that
I
what
don't
you're
know.
saying?
They seem pretty serious.
Oh, are they a burger place now?
I
Are
don't
they
know.
a burger place now?
I don't know.
I saw Wendy's tweeting at them like, oh, when you can't make pancakes right or something. Like, I don't think we're
Jesus.
worried about you as competition or something.
Weird.
Damn.
International House of
What is
Burgers?
up with the Wendy's Twitter being so savage?
Oh, that's what they do, you know?
It's because they saw the Empire Twitter and they're like, hey, this guy's getting somewhere.
Was
We
it
gotta
like
cash in on
we're
this.
Wendy's and we just have nothing else going for us, so we better get a savage Twitter person?
I mean, I've always wondered who follows that kind of shit on social media.
I know.
You know, like
agree.
who follows their grocery store on Twitter?
Yeah.
I guess for coupons.
I
and
mean,
stuff,
some
but-
would say who follows some small Twitter like Beyond the Summit for what, you know?
Well, to get clips of the games, to get edgy opinion.
know
reads.
when to
Because
watch.
people like, you know, if you want to follow about Dota and you're passionate about Dota or whatever, like esports, like you're gonna follow that.
Oh, the arrow cancel right on top of Lena, and now she melts straight up. Great.
That was pretty good.
Okay.
Can they get more though?
Yes, they can.
Pingvin check goes down. It's a death golem from the Warlock, and I think
Slark
this
is cleaning
Slark
up
is
though. He's got Butterfly. He's just going off.
Okay,
pretty
Black
unstoppable.
trying to juke, trying to jive here, still
Fermion,
alive, and now here comes
oh
the Ember
my
Spirit.
God,
Are they going to turn this
jukes.
around?
He went
Yes,
for-
they.
Wow.
Yes, they will. That's Aegis down.
That PL juke. They all went for the juxtaposed illusion or the doppelganger illusion, and Slark got bodied because of it.
Is this a 1v5 situation,
How many
though?
stacks are we at now?
It sure is.
It's a lot of stacks. I can't click
He's
on
only
him.
on 8. He died. He respawns
Observe
without
that movie.
Wait, okay, still alive for now, but not for long. That was 2 buybacks being used, but that was a team fight victory.
It is a hold.
Do we have to start watching this game again?
If Black doesn't doppelganger juke there, he dies and they do not win that fight at the end.
Where's my? There you go.
That was pretty tight.
That was
Huge net worth gain.
Wow, guys, if there was ever a value bet. The old 13.5.
The old 1.00. That means
All right, don't bet on them. That would be a fool's
How is that?
errand.
Is it the minimum usually 1.01 because there's always some. It's always a risk. 1-0.
It's probably
is
like so
they
minuscule.
they don't have enough decimal points to give you the odds there. You bet $5 and you get your $5 back.
Congratulations, son.
Congratulations.
You didn't lose anything, but you. Yeah. But 13.5.
Some people just really like gambling. It's a true addiction.
Oh my. Oh. I do miss the fantasy leagues a little bit though. Is there any? I was thinking about this the other day. Is there any kind of Vulcan-esque fantasy league?
Yes, bts.fantasy.gg.
Oh, but
You
I
can
can't
bet
bet
on real.
Fantasy.bts.gg.
Oh, my bad.
Damn, Lumi.
Look,
come
I don't.
on,
I don't
dude.
work on that fantasy league, so.
Yeah, but
That's
you-
literally your project.
Can you,
literally your project.
Nobody knows it's my project.
can you
now
win
they do
money
know.
on this fantasy league?
Lumi is the guy to hit up for the bot TI. Let him know.
I don't know anything
how
about
amazing it
Bot
is.
TI. No, I'm the grunt work. Ken
Okay.
Chen is the one you want to hit up.
Okay.
What kind of odds do we have at this fantasy league?
I mean,
it's only for bot TI.
Yeah, only for bots.
But he doesn't have a real fantasy league.
There's no.
You're confused.
You're just
okay.
You're predicting. You're not.
I see. I gotcha. Oh, doppelganger again.
Okay,
The
song
of the
reset.
siren.
Find that. Oh, Lena's BKB. They isolate her.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
that's a dead disruptor, but yeah, Lena's dead, and Noya's still alive right now. Beastmaster Roar goes left. They're gonna try to kill. Lena buys back. And are they going to get that kill on Ember? Yes, they can. That's a dieback, by the way.
Fight. There's a gem on the ground. Mirana's going to get it.
Slark has stacks on stacks right now, and I think Slark's going to just carry this one. Black on his own, and Black is dead. Couldn't even get off the lands. Saint Dream still dreaming alive.
Clutch buybacks from the Lena.
They're going to need a buy Black, though.
Ooh. No, yeah, buy Black.
Black did buy back, yes.
And they don't have a creep wave, so all right.
They got creeps in mid though, but I think they're just scared to fight into
the high
this.
ground, yeah.
This feels pretty close to the end, though. I mean, they've been holding 2 lanes for a while.
They're like holding on, but
no Ember for
a couple
70.
good sleep fights. Like this is just feels too late. They should be doing this a lot earlier on.
Yeah,
These sleeps
Black's
into
trying
arrows.
his shenanigans.
Black's going in, no fear.
I think Black did play rather well this game, but
Oh yeah.
now caught by the Warlock ult. Another doppelganger.
Okay.
Still alive, but Raxes are going down
should
fast.
Just get the Warlock's just dead at the back lines.
Okay.
He just needs second
Slark's
golem.
going for the melee Rex, should get it, has a BKB, but can't TP because no mana.
Micro
Warlock
the golem.
needs the control click right now for
Micro
his
the
2
golems.
It's just standing
It's
over
going
there.
for the hut. It's going for the building.
Go! No, he's trying to save him.
Other golem?
He's got a friend.
Run,
up
Golem.
there.
Oh, farm some range
Oh
creeps.
no.
He forgot about the tower.
He's covering the gem. He's hiding the gem, right? That's a gem underneath it, I think.
Louis, go
he
up. Let's see
didn't
this other
move.
golem.
He
Oh,
just,
this golem.
he just
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
move
Oh,
it.
shit.
He's
He just
covering
forgot.
the gem. He's like, guys,
Oh, and then he's using this golem to bait them away.
Yeah, and then the other golem's going to go
That
in
is StarCraft level micro right here.
you can't actually. Yeah, they're not going to notice.
Why are they not sending the courier? They don't know that he has a gem. He's just hands off.
It's a long journey.
Dude,
he's getting Denny's right now.
He forgot he had the thing.
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
totally forgot. Is Nora gonna check?
No, it's like, hey, I knew there was a gem over here.
Shit. Oh,
Hello.
it's guarding the. Okay.
No, we should hold position. No, he's gone.
All right.
Wow, an epic tale.
It would have been badass if he held position and it was just covering the gem.
God,
you
your
didn't
boy
see it.
Yoakum.
Lena has no buyback. This is.
Yeah, this might be. I don't want to say doable, but
No,
because
there's
tier
no
ones is still up.
creeps.
They're gonna get some towers, but these towers are all kind of big gold pots that are just waiting to be picked up. There's gonna be a bit of a gold swing going back enemy's way as a result of this.
It's still a pretty big deficit, but it will help.
Yeah.
I guess not over yet. Not megas. There is still a ranged barracks standing in the bottom lane.
Yep.
I think Slark's itemization this game after the BKB was kind of poor. This SMY just feels a bit useless.
Yeah.
Like I think that a basher would have been way better. There's so many times where he's just right-clicking this PL, and if he has a basher, he gets a bash, and he gets so many more right-clicks in.
He just mantas or he's doppelgangering.
Yeah.
He's just walking away.
Yeah,
I felt like he itemized to kill the Mirana, but the Mirana was really never the issue, right?
SMY is like, what are you itemizing for with this?
I mean,
It's
just
some-
more attack speed,
some
tank
stats.
gear, yeah. in front.
.01.
It's going back up.
There we go.
0.01.
You guys like the Blink Dagger choice on PO? Just letting him
Definitely.
to save
so.
his doppelganger to.
Blink on top of
Retreat.
Lena. I
Yeah.
think that's the key thing here.
Yeah.
Like,
Try and force the LSA, dodge it, and then keep going.
Yep. I like that he bought Heart, too. Sort of an unconventional build from Black, but it makes a lot of sense here. He just needs to survive through all the lockdown, and then he can turn it on, so to speak.
yeah. And now we see Lena going back for Shiva's God. This Mjolnir feels like it hasn't worked for him. Like, I get the idea, obviously, against the PL illusions, but it seems like he should have just gone for more survivability rather than Mjolnir. They haven't struggled and lacked AoE.
Does Black have the doppelganger talent, I assume?
He does, yes.
So then you can spam it, and then you can blink on someone in doppelganger, and you bring all of them. So you can do these crazy build-up strats with it because of the cooldown.
I would say that this game, though, maybe the damage is what they need, because
On the PL?
they're really lacking in damage.
This doppelganger cooldown is insane.
Yeah, because if you
pretty
preempt it
broken.
and use the blink, it's actually wild.
Okay. I was talking to BSJ about it, and he did not seem convinced, so.
Okay.
Well, he is the PL man.
Yeah. He also has not been watching the games that we've been watching, so.
He's also the Slark man, though. He'd be very torn watching this game.
I don't think he would like this Slark itemization. Well, it's like a 120 essence shift duration. Seems fine.
Yeah. Interesting talents on Slark.
Should go on the Acceptor, man. Save that Lina.
True.
That is one of my, like, coolest, unique ags in the game,
What
I
is
feel.
it? I don't even...
It's basically
AoE.
Smoke Clouds your team, or your Shadow Dance your
Slark ult.
team.
Yeah.
Is that worth an item slot on Slark, though?
It's worth if you have an IO or an Alchemist.
Yes.
IO and Alchemist buffs, baby.
It's one of those crazy ags that will come into play only with those heroes. I don't think you would ever see it.
That is insane with a Wisp, though, actually.
It is.
That is...
Yeah, because you're the IO and you get to hide in it, too. It's great.
And
self-serving.
You get the regen from it, if your teammates and everything.
Now, is that one of those things where you tether Slark, he casts it, can you untether him right away?
Yes.
And he still has the Axe buff for that?
Because it's already
so then you're getting that regen, then you tether someone else immediately, and...
I mean, generally, you want to stay tethered to the Slark anyways. But
well, it depends on your lineup. I don't know.
True.
Maybe it goes the other way. You tether someone else, and as the fight starts to get going, that's when you tether the Slark for the...
But does it work that way? Does he have to be tethered when he pops the ult?
Yes.
Or
just when you pop it. I don't think you need to stay tethered the whole
no,
time.
you definitely do not have to.
And if he pops it and then you tether him, it doesn't upgrade
it
to
does
Axe.
not.
Correct.
So...
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, let's say you were hooked onto a Beastmaster to increase his cast range, and once the fight started, then you hook on the Slark, because he doesn't want to ult right away.
That's true. That's true.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're so set on using it on two heroes.
I was thinking, you got like a Cordusa mid, she's getting pooped on, then you jump on the Slark, he ults, and then you go back to the Dusa, and then she's getting regened up, but she's regenning anyway. It's a broken mechanic. I can't wait to see more Wisp.
Well, you're going to have to wait a while. And if you want to... That is an ET Aghanim Scepter, baby. Speaking of some sweet eggs.
Now,
can we check on Sunsfan's list to see which one?
He ranked this in like bottom 5 or bottom 10. This is...
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, this was a poorly ranked Ag Scepter.
It's a great Ag.
It definitely isn't within the top half, in my opinion.
It's better now because ET has a really good level 25 talent, which I think is a direct buff to the Ags.
It reduces cooldown.
That's a huge buff.
That is a miss-arrow combination.
So what is the actual cooldown once you get like 30 seconds or something on the ET?
25-second Earth Salute cooldown.
Yeah, that's insane. And the Ags, so his ultimate does go through BKB, so that's a BKB piercing disarm.
Correct.
Yep. He was ranked 90th on the last edition. Now, mind you, this was 7.06. But for record, 89th was Beastmaster, which is garbage. So...
Although, go 1 for 1 here after the song. GoDz gets popped, and the Radiant are actually falling quick. He gets off an Earth Splitter. He'll go down next. And now the Battle of the Bastards. Black taking a lot of damage. Buyback from the Disruptor. Lina goes down. That's the Aegis.
That's the end.
Yeah.
That is.
The cores are done, so.
It looked like an okay fight, but Entity just didn't have the resources.
GG is called.
Gay.
That ended up being a pretty decent, not close game, but they held on for a while.
Yeah, longer than expected, that's for
that
sure.
That team fight where they defended and won outside their base with 2 buybacks, I did not expect that to happen.
Yeah.
So a couple really good sleep fights where they could isolate the Lina or arrow her and gave them some glimmer of hope, but...
I think this just goes back to what you said like early in the game when they did have to sleep, where they could force good fights. I think this is a very winnable game.
Yeah, they weren't using it, and even that fight bottom where they did use it, they didn't have the arrow to follow it up. And then they killed Slark, but they lost 2 heroes, so it wasn't even a good fight.
Yeah, tough game for Entity. I can't help but feel like we overhyped them a little bit. Boom ID, they came in where it counted, and now Team Black is going to start 1 game down.
They got a black eye.
Yeah.
0.
So 2 slots for this region, just like China. That means there's no best of 5, right? So it's just top 4 make playoffs, and then that double elim bracket. Man. Yep. It's a brutal group stage.
We've got Alfred Boom ID next, I think.
All best of 1s. You got to make top 4. Half the team's eliminated.
Ooh, look at that smooth transition as we approach.
Will Boom
2-2,
ID
2-2.
be able to beat Alpha Red? You'll have to stick around and find out.
Yeah.
We're going to break?
No, I don't know.
I'm going to grab some food. So
sure?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, food
Well, then we're going to go to a break. Boys and girls, come on back because we got Game 3 of the C Qualifier Day 1 coming up after this.